Namaskar, welcome to one more session on rural management, and here we are discussing about rural tourism. I am Ashwin Kumar here. I have been sharing the sessions on rural tourism. So please let us go and explore today about very important aspect of rural tourism, that is empowerment of rural women. This is part 1 of the series. It will be done in 2 series, so I am going to do the part 1 right now today. So let us see the case studies of so many rural women, how they have made their own villages very strong, very inspirational, very motivational. Community development and women empowerment success stories. That's the entire session is all about. The role of rural women in rural tourism. The very first one which we are taking up is waste to wealth, plastic free GP. Where is it happening? It is happening at village level federation, that is in Mangal Piba village level federation and Tengbang Piba village level federation. Gram Panchayat is Chingta, district Imphal, state Manipur. What have they done? Through the concentrated efforts of 2 village level federations, VLF, the top Chingta Gram Panchayat in Imphal East district Manipur became plastic free zone. It became a plastic free zone, collecting plastic waste amounting to 1000 kgs from the village and converged with the PRIs, that is Panchayat Raj institutions, and with Manipur Pollution Control Board to generate awareness and economic gain. For a community where women and their SHGs, that is self-help groups, have been underestimated, it was a marvelous achievement when a Gram Panchayat declared itself free of plastic use and litter free community under the efforts of Manipur State Rural Livelihoods Mission, that is SRLM. SHGs. The project has been activated through activities like mass awareness campaigns, poster campaigns, rallies, etc. in the Gram Panchayat to sensitize the effects and adversities of plastic uses and waste disposals in our everyday life. Behavioral change towards segregation of plastic waste, earning from the waste, and restoring the environment from various negative externalities and keeping the villages and the streets neat and eco-friendly were the main captures of this case study. So you can see from the pictures everywhere how the women of Manipur, Imphal have done a tremendous job from waste to wealth. That's the case study number 1. This is a success story at Raddera's Naganur Varadasante. What is the SHG's name? Self-help group's name is Raddera Naganur Village Federation. Village is Raddera Naganur, Block Malur, District Gadag, State Karnataka. The Sanjeevani scheme of the Karnataka government is a ray of hope for women self-help groups. This scheme has been introduced with the main intention of empowering the women financially, providing necessary training and marketing facilities. Under the Sanjeevani scheme, the Raddera Naganur Village Federation of Nagargod Taluk of Gadag district, which comprises of 32 self-help groups, has been organizing Varada Sante, that is weekly market. Varada Sante, Sante is market, Varada is weekly market in the village itself, so that these women can sell their products without having to incur any extra expenditure such as transportation, etc., and saving lot of time. This has helped in improving their quality of life and has been given a new hope to poor women from the farming community. The third one is when values hold more importance than money. Very important. Where is it coming from? What is the name of the member? Asha Tai Ramesh Taide, self-help group Mahalakshmi, village Medashi, block and mandal it is Malegaon, state Maharashtra. Mahalakshmi self-help group has been manufacturing clothes and selling them in the local markets through various exhibitions. The members have always been helpful to the community and got an opportunity to serve them more during the last year when the whole world was badly affected with the COVID-19 situation, pandemic. Protection through the mask was seen to be non-negotiable by all. Recognizing this need, the self-help group members carved out a strategy to serve the society by manufacturing masks for the public. Such a fantastic initiative even during the pandemic by the rural women of India. Hats off to them. Ashatai Ramesh Taide has a rich experience of participating in several activities under the aegis of Maharashtra State Rural Livelihoods Mission. She is an active member of the SHG. Mahalakshmi self-help group has started manufacturing masks to serve the public and started making 50 masks daily from 1st April 2020. and supply them to the nearest healthcare professionals at the government rural hospital, Gram Panchayat and police station too. This encouraged the women in the village to take up initiatives for the welfare of the society. Isn't it really appreciable? Even during the COVID pandemic, the resilience, the way in which our women fought back is really appreciable. The next one, the fourth one, is winning hearts with multitasking abilities. The name of the member, Vaishali Nayak, village Rivona, block Sangyam, district South Goa, state Goa. Vaishali Nayak is a spirited woman whose benevolent and energetic nature made her start her catering service in the village and gradually through SHG association. She went on to become the Sarpanch of her village. She is known to have helped many co-villages tremendously during the pandemic. How? Let's know. Vaishali Nayak always liked cooking and used to cater to parties, weddings, etc. Initially, she started supporting neighbors in their cooking during occasions such as weddings, birthday parties, etc. She would always do to help and support people around her. With her loving, caring and helpful nature, she won the hearts and trusts of many people. Women motivated her to start catering as a business. Her financial condition was also not so good at that time, and she accepted the suggestion and decided to try with the catering business. She formed a self-help group 10 years ago with the 10 women with the support of her group members, and she started catering business. She also started providing midday meals to 100 schools in the nearby places through SHG members. Around 30 women and men are working with her in the catering and midday meal supply business today. Many other women are inspired with her story and have started their own business. 2 years ago, she came to know about Goa's SRLM's Stree Shakti program scheme during mobilization program. With the help of the internal mentor Sunita Jagtap, she was impressed with the benefits and support and provided to the scheme and decided to join her group in Goa SRLM. She didn't stop here, but she went ahead to explain the benefits of SRLM. So that is what she has done it, the fantastic efforts by Vaishali Nayak at Goa. This is a story of a mother who refused to give up. Name of the member is Poken Bomjen, village name SHG name Kadi, village is Kadi, block and mandal Basar, state is Arunachal Pradesh. This is a story of a widowed woman whose persistent efforts to support her family through hard work and dedication went on to inspire others. Poken Bomjen got married at an early age, and the untimely demise of her husband left her to lead a life of hardship, managing her home and bringing up her children all by herself. After joining the self-help group, she motivated several women in the village to join the self-help group and become an internal community resource person, ICRP, that we call it as internal community resource person, they call it as ICRP, under Arunachal State Rural Livelihoods Mission. Through turmeric cultivation, they cultivated the turmeric there, and processing enterprises. She is able to earn a decent income and support her family. You can see her image here, and also the turmeric which she is producing along with the group members. The sixth one, okay, it is coming from Madanapalli in Andhra Pradesh. What is it? Not just a man's world, becoming financially independent through mobile servicing business. See what she has done. The name of the member is B. Rajeshwari. Self-help group is called as Anita. The village is Kollabailu. Block and mandal is Madanapalli. State is Andhra Pradesh. Rajeshwari, with the loans from her self-help group, bought a cow and started dairy business. Doing so, she continued her studies and completed her graduation, after which she worked for different positions. Finally, she got trained in mobile service station through a paid course in Vijayawada for 6 months. After completion of the course, she started Akshaya Mobile Servicing Center in 2007 at Madanapalli. B. Rajeshwari, listen to her story, very important one, has studied up to 10th standard and got married at the age of 20 years, normal thing which is happening across India. She had to struggle a lot with the husband who was an alcoholic, had extramarital relations and many other bad habits. Finally, she went to her grandmother's house in a different village where she set up her abode in the village. She went on to work as a laborer while also taking care of her child. While staying and working in the village, she joined Anita SHG. With the support of the SHG loan of Rs 5,000, she bought a cow and started dairy business. Through the earnings, she repaid the loan amount back to SHG in a very short span of time. In 5 years, she also managed to save a good amount of money and for use in the future. The SHG platform also helped her regain her confidence. 90% of the time what happens is, when we are defeated in a life, we are defeated not by the circumstances but by the self-belief. We lose confidence in ourselves. That is the time we need to pray to the energy above or to the energy inside to bless us to come back with vigor, with a kind of confidence. And this is a classic example of that. Rajeshwari had a penchant for taking a private job. She made up her mind to complete her graduation and did it in 3 years. She moved to Madanpalli to work in a private firm for some time. Again, she had to face hardships as a single woman. Later, she went ahead and started her own mobile servicing business. And what does Rajeshwari has to say? I feel so happy when women praise my work after seeing my courage and confidence. She always feels that self-help group came as a God-sent blessing in her life. She also stated that I can say that women are not timid. If rituals, superstitions and traditions are all set aside and one could believe in honesty, hard work, they can definitely step forward. What a brilliant message she has given to every person in this country. I repeat that message again. I can say that women are not timid. If rituals, superstitions and traditions are all set aside and one could believe in honesty, hard work, and then they can definitely step forward. Honesty is very, very important to achieve any success in life. The self-help groups of Ganjam blossoming along with their Gerbera plantation initiative. Where is this coming from? Ma Balakumari and Ma Blarabi self-help group. This village is Bikarpalli, that is in Chhatarpur, Ganjam, Odisha. Women farmers of self-help groups in Ganjam district are paving ways for other women towards economic upliftment by undertaking sustainable agriculture ecological practices in floriculture, which is thriving sector in the state. In Odisha, the floriculture is really thriving and they have undertaken these agro-ecological sustainable practices. See, it has got one end agro and then sustainable, third end is floriculture. 3 elements coming under a single pillar. Great learning. How? Let us see. Ganjam district in Odisha is well known for its fertile soil and agricultural productivity. Agriculture is a traditional occupation and the way of living for majority of inhabitants in the district. The district has 2 distinct geographical divisions, coastal plain area in the east and hills and tablelands in the west. So that is giving the composition. The district lends a passage to an exotic panorama of spellbinding flax gold beaches, rustling waves and lush green forests. Odisha Livelihoods Mission OLM is making its best efforts in helping the rural masses meet their household needs through sustainable agricultural practices. This is done by encouraging women participating in forming strong base of community institutions. It also helping women groups to find new avenues of economic engagement, floriculture being one of them. Now what is happening at the village level? In Nuapalli village of Chhatarpur block, the members of 2 prominent SHGs, Ma Balakumari SHG and Ma Bhairabi SHG, have undertaken Gerbera flower plantation as a livelihood. The project was conceived in the year 2018. All 20 members of both self-help groups are engaged in plantation, plucking and selling process. With the help of OLM, the SHGs have successfully raised 4 lakh rupees. 4 lakh rupees, great amount, isn't it? 4 lakh rupees from Community Investment Fund CIF, from Gram Panchayat level federation and Bikarpalli CP. Currently the estimated total project cost is 4,77,960, which they can break even. Really appreciable effort, especially in the floriculture. See the biodiversity of this great country. The next one, point number 8, is on biofloc fish farming, an innovative sustainable livelihoods practice. Where is it coming from? Which is a self-help group? The group is Shiv Guru Ajivika self-help group. It is coming from the village Chapali. Block is Chhatra and district is Sonbhadra. It is in Uttar Pradesh. Implemented in Sonbhadra district, which is largely a hilly region, where pisciculture seems a difficult prospect due to vagaries of rainfall. This innovative intervention of fish farming through biofloc method is helping the villages undertake pisciculture at the comfort of their homes. The result of this innovation have encouraged many people of this region to undertake similar activity as a means of livelihood. People of Sonbhadra district are dependent on monsoon for their agricultural activities like any other areas. Because of its hilly geography, there is a constant shortage of water for agricultural and other livelihood activities. During the summer season, when ponds and water bodies get dried up, this affects the livelihood of these people. People of this region want to undertake fish farming as an alternative livelihood source. However, it is a water scarcity that not only harms their fish business but also holds them back in continuing with this activity for long. Now what happened here after that? In the wake of this, the need of the hour was to have a high in productivity and sustainable fish farming technique which could help the fish farmers attain a wide range of objectives such as high output, low cost, sustainable growth, better income opportunities, less area and less maintenance, etc. The self-help group members in the area adopted the biofloc fish farming technique for taking up pisciculture. This technique not only has lesser water requirement, it also takes up smaller space for fish rearing. The fish can be produced in the artificial tanks with high densities. Wasted feed as well as fish excreta in the water ecosystem is converted into feed which can be later utilized for the regeneration. So this is also biofloc fish farming is an innovative method which has been started in Sonbhadra in Uttar Pradesh. The ninth one is wings of self-confidence, success through goat rearing practice. Goat rearing practice. Jivika's goat rearing intervention has been designed to enhance the income of households by reducing mortality and morbidity of the goats, instilling improved rearing practices and process to ensure sustainability of the intervention. Moving ahead with this vision, the project has developed 1,445 Pashu Sakhis in the form of micro entrepreneurs. I repeat, my dear friends, please listen carefully. Moving ahead with the vision, the project has developed 1,445 Pashu Sakhis in the form of micro entrepreneurs to cater health services to goat rearers and has been able to reach out to 1.15 lakh goat rearers across 18 districts of Bihar. Bihar is a big huge state and here they have reached out to the 18 districts in Bihar. How did this start off? It started off with Bihar Rural Livelihoods Promotion Society. Bihar Rural Livelihoods Promotion Society has brought a paradigm shift in the socio-economic parameters in the rural Bihar by mobilizing, empowering and promoting livelihood amongst the rural women. The mission has developed institutions of microcredit sector specific producer groups and producer companies, livestock based livelihood intervention, more specifically goat rearing for livelihood generation. The core objective of promoting goat rearing was to provide milk and meat centric livelihood to poor unorganized rural households. The core objective for promoting goat rearing was to provide milk and meat centric livelihood to poor unorganized rural households. The intervention also focused on achieving the following long term goals. What are the long term goals? To provide an additional income to the self-help group households by enhancing the productivity followed by the market linkage and productivity, very critical, very crucial. To improve the nutrition status of the participating self-help group households, in nutrition aspect also. The demand for goat rearing was high due to small and fragmented land holding and erratic rainfall patterns, making agriculture difficult. Most marginal and small farmers opted for goat rearing for livelihood. Goat rearing in Bihar is being done in several patches intensively by different communities. So Bihar Rural Livelihood Mission PC, this one developed goat clusters also. They have developed goat clusters on the basis of geographical suitability and higher goat population to strengthen the already existing system and promotion of livelihoods. So forming the clusters in the common areas is also a booster to the rural tourism and empowerment of the local women there. The next one we are going to discuss here about lemongrass farming, less investment, high profit. This is in Jharkhand. And who is the person who has done it? The person's name, the lady in the picture here, is Roopmati. And what does she say? I got help from Chatti Serka Ajivika Woman Producer Group for the sale of the crop. I had never heard of the name lemongrass, but now knowing its benefits, I am advising others to cultivate it too. Lemongrass is like a gold earned from barren lands. A member of Jeevan Jyoti Sakhi Mandal from Khunti, Joni Linda says, the cultivation of medicinal plants is as easy as compared to paddy. Medicinal plants do not need extra water as they can grow with rainwater too. So what did they do? Let's learn. The day NRLM has always given emphasis on the sustainable livelihoods, generation and adoption of multiple livelihoods for a household. This way of providing sustainable livelihoods generation is always challenging, and in order to provide sustainable livelihoods to the rural woman, an innovative form has been taken up in the form of lemongrass cultivation. This lemongrass farming in the lies in the rising health consciousness among the urban population has led to the booming alternative market of medicines and therapies. As more and more therapies consumers seek health in natural products, the natural products are known for their health and medicinal values, and also that these have little or no side effects at all, very little, no side effects at all. Looking at the market potential of such products, all this Jharkhand Rural Livelihood Mission has undertaken a long-term plan, and they are going to do for the lemongrass cultivation, lemongrass farming. If it is applicable anywhere else, whenever you are not doing paddy or anything, you can just go in with the lemongrass farming. Think about it and share this information too, especially this is coming from Jharkhand. The next one, number 12, is about economic transformation of tribal households through collective approach in producers group. So where does this coming from? It's coming from Dodrapahar Utpadak Samuha. Name of the cluster is Surhi cluster. The village is Dodrapahar, that is in Masul Panch, and it is block is Naharpur, and this is coming in Uttar Bastar Kanhar, and it is coming from Chhattisgarh. What did they do here? A transformative story of tribal producer group, that is farmer producer group, for minor forest produce which experience better price realization, good exposure to the market and information about market price after federating into the group. Within an year, this producer group has turned over rupees 7.56 lakhs. Remember my dear friends, it is 7.56 lakhs and earned approximately 1.53 lakhs. Within a month of formation, the producer group members returned the working capital loan of 25,000 and interest of 1,000 to the cluster level federation CLF. Chhattisgarh State Rural Livelihoods Mission, the National Rural Economic Transformation Project, aims to promote robust producers group of small and marginal landholders or collectors to leverage benefits of bulk aggregation, better post collection practices, primary processing, and offset middleman dominance. This middleman dominance is a major worrying factor in the Indian agriculture setup. That is what the entire governments, the state and central governments are working towards it. Let's hope this middleman dominance gets eliminated as soon as possible, such that the real producer, the real agriculturist who is at the grassroots level gets the actual benefits derived for his hard work. Aligned to the purpose, the value chain project was conceived in Dodrapahar in Naharpur block. Major economy of the marginal households in this tribal block lies in agriculture and minor forest produce, maize, paddy and pulses. Green gram, black gram and red gram are major crops, and minor forest produce like tamarind, lag, chironji, mahua, tushar, hara and behara, sal seed, etc. However, the marginal farmers face constraints such as poor price discovery, lack of storage facilities, knowledge of quality parameters and lack of access to the markets. The key impediments restrain the farmers from getting the right price from the prevailing market intermediaries at a very little value. Due to producers group, I got a good price for my produce. That's what the lady says here. So the very important is forming of a group, the producers group, and when they leverage it, the entire process, the producers group, how do they do it? The adoption of the institutional process, the capacity building of the staff, then orientation of the producer group leaders, then orientation and the roles and responsibility of each individual person there, then orientation is also given. How does this lead to the producer group taking to the next level? The preparation of a standard operating procedures, SOP is very important. And a group has to prepare what is the standard operating procedure for any level of operation at anything, in whichever organization you are doing, whichever work you are doing, you have to form SOP, standard operating procedure. Then the market assessment, how the market is behaving. Then market linkages, how to link with the produce with the market linkages, especially to the market yards. Then the release of funds, then the procurement aggregations of the commodities, then primary processing. This is a totally an integrated and collective activity that has been happening here. We should really appreciate the people from Chhattisgarh, even in a remote tribal area, how people are working collectively, especially the women. They are showing and leading the way. That's really appreciate. In the tribal women, hats off to them, the way they are showing the way, how they can lead the life in a systematic way with this, as I said, a particular SOP being formed. SOP is very important, my dear friends. The next one, we are trying to get it from economically viable woman friendly custom hiring center, Annadata custom hiring center in Singareni Mandal of Khammam district in Telangana. you can see from the images, most of them is directly dealing with the mechanization of the agriculture, especially with the tractors and others. What is it? Let us understand. Mechanization of agricultural operation crops has been an essential prerequisite for increasing the farm productivity and reducing the drudgery of women during farm operations. Right. Farm machines have been developed to perform various farming operations in the agricultural fields, but the availability to small and marginal farmers is the challenge. Custom hiring centers, CHCs, are basically a unit comprising a set of farm machinery, implements and equipment meant for custom hiring by farmers. CHC is a unit owned by FPO, farmer producers organizations, comprising a set of farm machinery, implements, tools and equipment meant to be rented in primarily by small and marginal farmers. CHC is a convenient one-stop solution for farm mechanization needs. What does CHC provide? CHC provides the equipment at the right time at a reasonable price to reduce the drudgery. How does it do it? SCRP, Society for Elimination of Rural Poverty, SCRP, SERP in Telangana, had conceptualized custom hiring center, CHCs, model owned and run by farmer producer groups, organizations, to make access of farm machines where individuals can't afford to own the equipment. They may not buy the entire tractor, which is very expensive, or they can hire it. That is what the CHC does it. Farm machines where the individual can't afford to own the equipment. During the financial year 2020-2021, SCRP Telangana has grounded 57 CHCs, 32 under National Rural Livelihood Mission and 25 with the Srinidhi funds across 32 districts and are operating successfully, very successfully. Really, we should appreciate SCRP in taking the lead and showing innovation. To run the custom hiring centers as an enterprise by farmer producing organizations, business plans for managing is also developed. An amount of 25 lakhs is sanctioned under NRLM establishment for Annadata custom hiring centers in Singareni Mandal of Khammam district. After sanction of amount of procurement of equipment was done at the district level through district procurement committee, again the second level, DPC, district procurement committee meetings. The procurement committee is chaired by the district collector, additional collector with the district agriculture officer. That is what we call it as a collective, cohesive work from the urban and the rural area people. Community development begins at the rural area, but definitely with the support of the urban area people. This comes as a farmer producer company as business enterprise. This is a case study of VLPC of Anantagiri, FPC in Vikarabad district in Telangana. Anantagiri Farmer Producer Company was promoted by again from SCRP Telangana in Mominpet Vandal of Vikarabad district during the year 2019, very recently. The FPC was registered with 600 women farmers initially. Now it has reached 2,394 women farmers from 154 farmer producing groups. I repeat, my dear friends, the FPC was registered with 600 women farmers initially, and now it has reached 2,394 women farmers from 154 farmer producer groups as shareholders in Mominpet. Being a vegetable and fruit growing mandal, a village level procurement center, VLPC, for procurement of fruits and vegetables was started during 2019, and it was inaugurated by Srimati Leena Johri, IAS officer. You can see it in the picture, exactly to the exact right, the lady with the specs there, who is the joint secretary from Ministry of Rural Development. Farmer Producer Company established the village level procurement center to address the following challenges in marketing fruits and vegetables. 1. Lack of demand for huge quantity of vegetables. 1. Second, 5 to 10% commission deduction by wholesale traders. Then price imperfections and improper weighing. Major point is weighing scales. The digitalization of weighing scales is important. So weighing plays a very key role. The farmer, the agriculturist getting the right justice. To overcome the problems, the Anantagiri Farmer Producing Corporation or a group started procurement of fruits and vegetables through VLPC, and marketing was done by sending the produce to Benishan. The state level federation promoted SCRP Telangana. The farmers were trained to grade the produce, the vegetables to the VLPC. By sending the vegetables to Benishan, farmers are benefited by getting price realization as per quality and without deducting any weight loss at all by paying the commission to the brokers. The VLPC Mominpet has supplied 925 metric tons. The VLPC Mominpet has supplied 925 metric tons of vegetables to Benishan so far with a turnover of 1 crore. 1 crore. The VLPC is procuring 23 varieties of vegetables and encouraging farmers to grow high. So in the villages, you can see here from the images here, the entire thing, how it has been done at Mominpet village. Really hats off to this lady officer Leena Johri ji, who is an IAS officer, Joint Secretary for Ministry of Rural Development. That is about the farmer producing company enterprise, that is from Vikarabad. This is a case study number 17. Let's go to the next one. Here, the case study number 18, which is coming from Pinky Devi from Chas Soap production unit. What does she say? We have to be overly careful of making soaps. We follow the safety protocols while melting the base, wear masks, head caps and use the required additives in soap with utmost care, because of the little carelessness may lead to spoilage. Where is this coming from? What is the member? Name of the member is Sunita. Self-help group is Savanmata. Village is Dundikheda. Block Karahal. District Shivpur. State is Madhya Pradesh. This is the story of Sunita Didi, who hails from Shivpur district, Dundikheda village of Block Karahal. She is a member of Savanmata self-help group and she is 28 years old only. Sunita lived in an impoverished joint family in rural area with her husband and 2 kids and 14 other family members. 14 family members. Sunita spent most of her time on settling domestic obligations. However, she always knew that she had the capacity to help her family with increased income. And how did she do it? They started producing the soap manufacturing units. The soap produced by these women in all natural and marketed under the brand Palash. Even in the initial days of the business, these women are earning a regular monthly income around 3 to 4,000 rupees monthly income. Major part of the order comes from the local markets. The hope to reach out to the bigger markets soon will be exponentially done very soon. Being primarily into seasonal agriculture, we didn't have regular income earlier. Soap making has provided us with the opportunity to acquire new skills and add to our monthly income. And moreover, our soaps under Palash brand has gained lot of attention in the market. We are slowly getting bigger orders. That shows people have confidence in a quality product produced here from Madhya Pradesh. Let us encourage buy these soaps instead of the soaps which we buy it regularly from the supermarkets or the multinational companies. Now, coming to the next one. This is revival of traditional craft of making grass products. Where is it coming from? This is coming from the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Nari Ki Pehchan, that is the name of the cluster level federation. Where is the village? Kheral, Malayar and Saloon. And the block is Riasi, the district is also Riasi. Where is it coming from? Chabari and Bina are made up of wild grass and palm leaves. Chabari is a traditional way of a container, okay, that are used to store and serve things on to guests and family members. Bina was in past used by home members to sit on in the traditional way. The self-help groups come together and create the designs that are being formed here, and they explore the new ideas of innovation. When they do this, what are they doing? What are the craft that is being used? This craft is used for making coasters, wall decorations and the laundry bags, the jewelry box, which most of the ladies use it, and very artistically designed. You have to see it. The old tradition, this is to revive the old tradition and modernize the craft, and it is usable and useful, and this initiative is very eco-friendly and supporting the self-help groups, women's economy and their livelihood. So that is where this handicrafts which we were discussing in the previous session also plays a very crucial role and critical role in empowering the women at the grassroots levels. What do they do? Let us just go a little more there. Traditional grass handicrafts are considered to be a major avenue for the cultural heritage in the rural areas of Jammu and Kashmir, transferred from one generation to the another. This is a traditional thing that has been coming from the long times immemorial. It is an artisan's work where useful and decorative products are made completely manually. This is a completely done manual process using simple tools only and raw materials like grass, palm leaves, which are easily available. Many self-help women are involved in this work in an unorganized way, and generally they are used to making them for domestic use. It's all sold. It was like at a very low rate. Right now, because it has come under the self-help group and it's been coming from under the Nari Ki Pehchan cluster that is happening there in Jammu and Kashmir. So they are forming they are doing it in a systematic way, strategic way, how to promote these entire handicrafts. After identifying the scope of the livelihood activity, Chabari and Bina Hassan, surveys were conducted by the Jammu Kashmir Rural Livelihood Missions to identify the women artisans, and after identification, grass handicrafts workshops were conducted in the rural villages like Kheral, Malayar and Saloon in the district of Riasi. they have identified the self-help group members, and many were given skill development trainings. And this particular skill, which is coming from the traditional skill development, it can only be imparted from one person to the another in a more of a group activity kind of a situation. And this particular capacities initiative has been taken by JKRLM and District Administration RIASI for the purpose of empowering women and creating alternative source of income for them. This has really improvised the entire rural economy in Jammu and Kashmir. The next one, which I am going to share it with you, is about Srimati Monica Shuklabaidya. She is an epitome of success. How? What is the member name? Monica Shuklabaidya. The self-help group name is Agragrami Mohila Self-help Group. This is coming from Kanakpur, and block is Silchar, district is Kachar, and state is Assam. What does Monica do? Monica runs her own establishment of producing and selling local packaged edibles like bhujia, bundia, nimki and dry masala, samosa, etc. Presently she is producing 900 to 1000 packets per day and sells them approximately at a profit of ₹2 per day per packet. Monica received formal training in the year 2014 from the local vendor on preparing bhujia, bundia, nimki and dry masala. These are based on the sweet meats which we have it as a snacks kind of a thing during the evening with the tea and coffee. So these are the things which she started her own establishment in the year 2015 as her family was faced with severe financial crisis due to loss of work of her husband. Initially it took time for her to grab the local market as she was new in the field and other established vendors already existed in her locality. During 2015 and 2017 she had a steady growth in her business with an average daily production and sale of 60 to 70 packets and with a profit of ₹3 per packet approximately, which is around 200 per day. Very good income that is supporting her. So with this we have got a fantastic video that is coming up. You can have this look at this video. This is for around 4 to 5 minutes. Here this is coming from betterindia.com, and here it is about a person who has said he fought for the empowerment of women in his village. How did he do it? This video explains to you in a very beautiful way. Please watch this video. Thank you for listening to this session. Jai Hind.